Hi, this is Mrs. S, and today I'm going to show you how to make a storyboard slideshow using Google Slides, Google Search Images, and a tool on a website called Remove.bg. So, why make storyboard slideshows anyway? Well, they're one way of practicing creativity while also demonstrating your understanding of the story. In your case, you will be summarizing a short story that you just finished reading by making a 4 to 6 panel storyboard. Each slide on the Google slide is a panel for the storyboard. So each slide is going to show one scene from your short story. You will use the notes section, as you can see down here where I've got it, I'm typing down there. That's your note section to explain what you added to the slide and why you chose it. As you can see from my notes, I've explained each item. I talk about the items. I also talk about the story. So you need to make sure that each of your scenes have plenty of details. You need to use details that you know from the story as well as imagination to create this scene, a detailed scene that feels complete. In mine on this one, it's pretty simplistic, but I have Flounder, Ariel, and the shark. I added these images individually because these are the three characters that are in this particular scene. The setting of this scene is a shipwreck, so that's why I made it the background. I found a picture of a porthole and added that to the side of the background, the side of that's the ship, because that's how Ariel gets into the shipwreck. I added a treasure chest because she's looking for human treasure. I added a bunch of forks because that's what she thinks human treasure is. And I added a speech bubble that has an important quote from the scene where she's making fun of Flounder for being afraid. You notice that I picked a picture of Flounder that's afraid, and she's not. And it's funny because they almost die because the shark ends up attacking the ship. So I want to show you how you can make an amazing panel too. So you're going to look online for a background. That's the first step. Find a background for your scene that works for your scene in your story. I am using Little Mermaid as an example because a lot of people know this story. I do not want you to do a Little Mermaid storyboard. You're going to make a storyboard about your short story that you read. I'm going to make this scene at the end of the movie when Triton gives Ariel away to Eric and Ariel marries Eric. So I'm going to need a castle background. I've got my blank slide here. And as you can see, I've already Googled castle background. And this is the one I've selected right here, this big one, because it's cartoony, but it's still detailed. And there's enough open space here for me to add characters. So I'm just going to copy the image. I'm not downloading anything, just copying it, coming over here to my slideshow with my blank slide. There's nothing on it, no boxes, no nothing. And I'm pasting it, Control V, paste. So it doesn't quite stretch out, right? But I can make it do that. I just need to adjust the size a little bit, right? Maybe even zoom out. By the way, you can, I use control and my mouse wheel, but you guys don't usually have a mouse wheel. You can come in here and zoom in or out. That's zoom in. You can zoom out 75%. Okay. Just make sure you unclick it to stop zooming. Okay. And then let's see, I'm going to keep making it bigger until it covers the whole slide. The key to this is to try to have fun. Don't try to rush through it. It's an opportunity to just be creative and be fun and not be too serious, right? Like I want you to take your assignment seriously, but I do want you to be playful at the same time. I'm also going to take my notes, and I don't need them right now, so I'm going to push them down so I can see more of my picture. And I think that looks pretty awesome, right? I wonder, is there a way for me to lock this so it doesn't move? If I find a way to lock it other than making it a background, I'm not making it a background, but I do have my background now. This is effectively my background. So what else? I'm going to add characters that I think should be in this scene. And of course, we've got the bride and groom. So I looked up Ariel as a bride with Prince Eric, and I found this picture, and it's awesome, right? So I'm going to copy the picture. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to paste it. And then, oh, that's awful. That's uggo. That looks like doo-doo, right? I mean, it doesn't look like doo-doo, but it doesn't look great. What can we do to make this great? Do you remember I mentioned the Remove.bg website? Yeah, we're going to use that now. So we're going to delete that. Okay, I think if I just hit escape, wonder, will that do it? No. But if I control Z, haha. Okay, so if you notice, I got another tab up here. It says remove.bg. I still have my picture copied, right? I'm going to hit Control V again to paste. Magic, magic, magic. It removes the background. So now I click download. You have the option to just click to download a preview, but it's big enough. You don't need a big image. So now it's downloaded for me. For you, you should also have a similar, like a pop-up that shows that you downloaded it. You can click on that. For me, it's right up here. Yours, it might be at the bottom of your screen. And then I just grab it, I click it, I drag it, I replace everything with it. Sometimes that happens. Control Z, undo. Okay, let's try it again. This time we're gonna do it right. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be magical. Ha. So now I can drag it over. They're huge. Easy fix, right? Make it small. Aw. Don't they look so beautiful in the middle of that beautiful scene? Oh my goodness. Okay. So King Triton at the end of the movie, he is the one who gives Ariel back her legs. I don't know if you remember that, but he is the one who does it. So basically, that's him giving his blessing to the lovely couple. So I'm going to include him in the scene too. So I'm going copying King Triton, which you can see if you go back, if you look and see what I Googled. You can see I Googled King Triton happy. I want a happy version of King Triton. And I found this really great full body image of King Triton. I copied that, just copied. Come back over here. All I'm going to do is hit paste again. Yeah, even with that on there, it replaces it with King Triton. And background gets removed. You get the idea now, right? It's downloaded. It's in my download folder. I take it from the download folder and I can put it in my slideshow. Let's see if it'll replace the background again. No, this time I got lucky. Okay. Again, he is way too big, so we need to size him down, down, down. Oh gosh, that's too small. Okay, I feel like he's bigger. He's a little bit bigger there, right? And it's just, I don't know. I want to kind of rotate him. So I'm going to right click, rotate horizontal. Yeah. I don't know. Now he's not looking at them. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make it like he's looking back and he's kind of happy for her, but he's heading towards the ocean. So I'm going to put some water here to show that like he's going back to the ocean away from the happy couple. So let me look. I found a pond drawing, although that's like super cartoony. I don't like that. I might try to find an ocean shore. I don't know. Shore cartoon. Oh, no. I'm going to have to think on this one. I'm going to put this aside, right? Because we only have so much time. Like, I'm only going to be able to keep y'all's attention for so long. Let's do Sebastian now, because I feel like he's like also going to wave goodbye, right? He's there. He's our friend. Copy image, go to Remove.bg, paste, Control V, click preview, goes to my downloads folder, drag it, Control Z to undo that mess. Control Z that. I'm going to drag it like to the side, like the white area of the presentation. I feel like when I drag it directly over the background image, it thinks I want to replace it. So I try to drag it off somewhere else. He's huge. He's like Godzilla, Sebastian. We don't want that, right? So we're going to make him small. Maybe smaller. He's a crab. He's a crab, y'all. Okay. I'm going to try to imagine like there's water here and he's like maybe on a rock. I might put a rock there at some point. And I also have flounder. And as you can see, I Googled flounder the guppy sad because of all of the characters, he's the one that's not going to be happy. Like that's his best bro. I mean, she's not a bro, but you know what I mean, right? You get it. You get it. You get it. Okay. Click. Yeah, he's sad. Okay. So I'm going to click on the white space area. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. It doesn't look like it, but I'm just dragging the image over to this side of the screen over here in the white area. And then I'm dragging it onto the main part of the canvas. And I'm going to make him small, his so small. And then, oh gosh, Control Z. I grabbed the wrong object. And he's going to be somewhere down here. And I'm going to have him face the other way. So we rotate, flip horizontally. And now he's facing that way. And it's perfection. Sort of. It will be. Once I get water and figure out exactly how I want this side of the screen to look, because I'm going to try and make this side of the screen over here. You can see my mouse. This whole general area, I think I'm going to make it like a seashore of some type where they're the ones that are going to be like leaving her behind or she's leaving them behind, however you want to look at it. And they're saying goodbye to her. And Triton and Sebastian are happy for her because they're older, they're more mature, whereas Flounder is little and is going to just be sad that she's leaving. Yeah, so hopefully this has given you guys a good start on how to make a really beautiful and creative, detailed storyboard slide. You will need to do 4 to 6, anywhere between 4 and 6 panels or slides. Each one of your slides is going to be a different scene from your story. So if you look at mine, the beginning of the story, you have they're about to put on a show. This is from the beginning of the movie, right? Ariel doesn't show up because she's treasure hunting. And then what does she do? At some point, she signs her soul. She basically signs her soul away to Ursula, right? And then Ursula tries to sabotage her romance with Eric and tries to steal Eric so that she can't fulfill the contract because Ursula wants her soul. But at the end of the movie, they live happily ever after. So those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. Well, 4 that I've completed, and 1 is a work in progress. I hope this helps. Good luck.